Hello and welcome to my workshop. The folks that I usually work with in the South Eastern Health and Social Care Trust know me as a sculptor. I work in a variety of materials, but here we have a little foundry. We do a lot of casting, forging and construction of work, steel work. But today we're going to do some forging. We're going to forge these little leaves. Well, I'm going to forge the little leaves and you'll be making those out of clay, plasticine or dough. Then there's one here made of metal and one made of clay. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. Okay, how we're going to do this. I'm going to be forging in metal this square bar. You're going to be using clay. If you want to work alongside of me, you're going to be working with clay or plasticine or dough, something that can be moved. It moves and acts the same as forging out metal, and it's a technique that's used for people who are learning, so you're not having to heat up metal and work things out. And it's also where you use clay and plasticine if you're doing a very complicated piece and you need to know how to move the mass and work out what way you're going to go about it. But here we're doing a very simple leaf and we're going to go step by step. When I'm showing you the forging with the metal, there'll be a little video up here or up here. I'm not sure where it will be. It'll be on the screen at the same time. And what is going to be shown is the process by using the clay alongside me doing the forging with the metal. So, with no further ado, let's get this in the fire. Let's not put the clay in the fire. Let's put the metal in the fire and we'll get forging. Some of the tools you might need would be the clay formed into a bar, a spoon maybe, a chopping board and a knife, and yep, your fingers. Okay, we're going to use our fingers to draw out a point on the end of the bar. So just by tapping very gently down, turning each face and driving it down, and remember to hold the bar at an angle. That's it, and tap out the way. Draw it out into a point. There we go, in metal, and there's the clay. Okay, for the next stage, I'm going to use this spring fuller to kind of nip down the neck. You're going to use the edge of the board. You can use the edge of the anvil, but I'm just going to use this. It's a lot quicker. So it goes in the hardy hole. I've got a little wedge for it. Just drive that in. Whoops, wrong way around. And that's where that sits. Okay. Okay, we're going to nip in here and off the edge of the board. Just gently tap and let the edge pull it down. Gently tap with the knife as the hammer. And as you can see, I'm just nipping down the neck in the forging. And just keep on working around each face and turn it as you go. There you go. Yep. So we end up with a separated mass there. Just going to draw it down a little bit more. And you draw it down a little bit more. Sticks to the knife a little bit, but it's the same principle. We're still drawing it out. Okay, this is going to be, this little mass up here is going to be the leaf. This is going to be the stem, and you can see it up there and we're going to draw this out in square over there. Okay, here we're just drawing out a little bit, just trying to get it a little bit thinner. Take some of that mass and drive it down the bar. Okay, it's time to form the leaf. So as you see with the clay here, I'm tapping and tapping with the knife. Now you must go on the angle. See the angle, the diamond, and tap into the piece. Then you spread the mass. And as you see, when I'm using my finger, I'm kind of working around the edge, driving down the edges, and leaving the middle raised. And you can also see that in the forge. Okay, the peen of the hammer, we're going to use a knife to represent that. Okay, so we're going to start now putting in some of the texture into the leaf. You could maybe use the back of the knife. I've used the blade. The back might give you a better, wider texture, or something else maybe. And you can work this kind of thing in a black heat. It doesn't have to be red hot. Although the metal is still very hot at this moment. And as you can see, there they go. They both come up and start forming up into a little leaf. So we're going to draw this out completely, but keeping it square. So as you can see, it still moves. The clay moves and draws exactly like the metal, only the metal's just a little bit harder. But there we go. We keep drawing out. And this process takes a little bit of time. It's a little bit tricky with the knife as it sticks to the clay, but it's still doable. You've just got to watch the leaf where it attaches there, that you don't go too hard on the edge. Keep drawing that out in a square. That's the process. The next one, we're going to make it round. We're going to round up the draw out, but now you start by making it into a hexagon first, take off those edges. Then we start working it round and round and keep turning. Now this can be quite difficult with the clay because it is so malleable. We've just to watch the head of it there as we're turning it, but you can still get the feel for what it's like to round up. The metal sort of behaves in a similar fashion. As you can see it coming round, making it thinner and starting to form into the stem. Instead of a file, we're going to use some water with the clay and smooth it out. And you can smooth away. Not too much water though. And just a wee fix up. Then the bend, here we go. I set it off the edge of the
chopping board and just push it over like this, but I have to bend one way on the horn here and then I'll go another way. But with the clay, we're going to make it come down and touch on to the leaf, so it comes one unit and it's a little bit more stable. But with the steel, we don't have to really worry about that. You just take it on around the horn. There we go, we're coming up for completion.
Here we are, folks, a little variety of clay and steel, and if you want to have a go at this, there should be a website address just below or an email address just below. You could take a photograph and send it in, and we'll put it up in the gallery. Cheers, thanks a million, until next time, bye.